Hello, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. In this video, I'm going to talk about what manifesting your specific person should not feel like. So of course, we're also going to talk about what it should feel like, but it's also important for you to be able to just know this, just to be able to pinpoint when you're feeling this particular way, how it's not in alignment with manifesting your specific person. It's important for you to know that so you can pinpoint it and then shift it whenever you need to. Before I jump into the video, please make sure you're subscribed to my channel right there in the corner or below. And also know that I offer lots of manifesting courses. All of those courses are linked below. There's a whole section down there to manifest your specific person, and I'm adding to that section very soon. And the last thing I'll say is I do a weekly giveaway, and this giveaway is for a bundle of 3 ebooks that I wrote. The way to enter into the contest is to subscribe to my channel, to like this video, and to comment below. I choose 3 people every week on Fridays to get this bundle of ebooks. Okay, let's jump in. So what should manifesting your specific person not feel like? This is really important. Of course, as you know, we are manifesting with our state of being, which essentially is your knowing of who you are and what you have in your life. Like your deep knowing of who you are and what you have is what manifests your outer reality. So I can feel that people get into this particular state of being that is going to stall their manifestation coming in, and I can feel it when people are leaving comments or just how people, it's really obvious to me. I mean, that's part of my work as a coach. I'm reading people's states of being and I'm helping them pinpoint where their state of being is out of alignment. So this state of being that you do not want to be in, or what it should not feel like when you're manifesting your specific person, is it should not feel like work. It should not feel like hard work, okay? It shouldn't feel like hard work. Another way to say this is it shouldn't feel like you're trying to make something happen. It shouldn't feel like, and I'm gonna get into why and then what you can do about all this, but essentially what I'm pointing to in this video is it shouldn't feel like a strained, hard, contracted process when you are manifesting your specific person or anything. And you have to pay attention to your state, right? So when you're in a state of anxiety around it, and again, this goes back to, and it's okay, I don't mind receiving comments from people, that are wondering about certain things or asking certain things. All of that is totally fine with me, but I just want you to know you have to be regulating and watching your own state of being. And if you're in that state of being that is like panicked, anxious, trying to make something happen, you can feel the tones of that state of being. And the tones of that state of being, why you're working so hard to make something happen. The only reason you're in that state that feels like a lot of work is because you're actually living in the inner reality of it not being here. Your inner reality is aligned or saturated in lack. And when we're saturated in a felt experience of lack within, I don't have it, this isn't here, he's not here, she's not here, it's not here, it's not here, it's not here. And you don't even have to be telling yourself those things, but if you feel that way, if you're saturated in that felt experience of it's not here, then you're probably going to try to work really hard to make it manifest. And this is where we go into really working to do techniques and really working to try to do these things, trying to do these things to make your manifestation happen, to manifest your specific person. I'll link a video actually about how techniques aren't really the way to go when it comes to manifesting. You can watch that video after this one. So manifesting your specific person should not feel like a lot of work. And the reason is, if it feels like a lot of work, that just means you're saturated in the end result that it's not here. So what do you do about this? What do you do if you find yourself getting obsessed with techniques or obsessed with working hard to manifest your specific person? Or what do you do if you find yourself in this situation? Yeah, it's about going deeper within yourself, and the answer is always within, and the answer is always you. The answer is always within, the answer is always you, and the answer is also always, I want to say, God. What I mean by that third thing, that the answer is always God, is the God state, or the God self, or your infinite nature, or your true self, can land in every moment and feel that that moment is in itself absolutely perfect. That regardless of the circumstances out there, nothing's missing. And this is the God state. This is the God self that knows, regardless of what I see with my eyes, it's a felt experience within of wholeness, of completion, that everything in this moment is okay. That God state, or that felt experience that everything is okay, everything is as it should be, nothing is missing, I am whole, that God state is the thing that's going to manifest everything in your life, including a specific person. Your ability to land back in your God state and consistently live there, or come back to it until you're eventually living there, which really is living in an awakened state once you're living there. Your ability to do that is actually going to correspond with your ability to manifest. And so remember, the outer world is a reflection of your inner world. And therefore, if things are missing in your outer world, if your specific person doesn't love you, if your specific person isn't around, if they're not coming towards you, it's so easy to look within and see how that corresponds to your inner state. Your inner state is saturated in lack, and therefore the outer world is presenting that lack to you. So the answer is always, always, always going to be within, and it's always going to be about landing back in an inner state of peace, wholeness, love, completion within, which is your God self, which is your true nature, which is your true self. Okay? So what manifesting should not feel like when you're manifesting a specific person, it should not feel like work, because honestly, take a look, do some deep inner work. When you're chasing, when you're looking for answers, when you're trying to do lots of techniques to make something happen, when you look within, you see the only reason you're doing all that because you don't feel like it's here. So our main goal in manifesting anything we want is to land in the inner state that it is done, it is here. I'll link a video on how to shift your inner state to manifest anything you want. You can watch that after this one. Our goal always is to come back. It's a spiritual process, and it's actually an awakening process. When you awaken to your infinite nature, your God self, you become manifesting becomes very easy, because you're living in the state of knowing that all is well. All can be mine. I am the creator. There's nothing that's off limits to me. But the inner felt experience is one of peace, connection. I'm relaxed, I'm calm. I know everything's okay. Okay? So how do you get into that inner God state? I mean, that is the practice, right? That's the practice. And, there's a lot of different ways. There's a lot of different, kind of easy ways to connect more with your God self, your inner state of being. Meditation is a classic one. One that I recommend for a lot of people is spending a lot of time in nature, because nature in itself is in its God state. Nature in itself is in its natural, free, God, harmonious When we don't mess with nature, it's in its harmonious state, which is a God state, which is why when we go into nature, we can feel a lot of harmony, because the impact of the transmission of nature on our beings helps us get into that state. So, you know, all my courses, I never skip over God state in any of my courses, because it's the thing, it's the foundation. When you learn to land in yourself, in your own stillness within, your own pure wholeness within, and you make a practice of being there, everything's gonna flock to you. You almost don't even have to. I've spent years of my life just being in God state and not actively choosing things to manifest, because I just didn't really care if I had anything or not. You know, it just wasn't big for me. And beauty flocks to you because your inner state is in the experience of beauty. So back around to a specific person, how this relates is when you know that you are loved, when you know that nothing's wrong out there, and when you transfer this inner state into your experience with your specific person, when you know from a deep felt experience within that, of course, they love you. Why wouldn't they? When you can land in that relaxed state, you're gonna manifest them back, okay? So no more working hard. Instead, get into your inner state of stillness, wholeness, completion within. If you want to dive deeper into these practices, all my courses below will teach you how. Okay, thank you guys so much for being here with me in this video. I love being here with you. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel, you like this video, and you comment below, and I'll see you soon. Bye.